Good morning. Change of scenery today. Fancy sitting downstairs for a change. We are starting today at chapter 8. This is a picture of Edward, and I'm assuming one of the fishermen that has taken him off of the boat and found him in their big load of fish that they'd caught out at sea. There was two men on the boat, wasn't there? One didn't seem to be too fussed, but this older guy wanted to take him back and get someone to fix him up. So let's see, chapter 8. On land, the old fisherman stopped to light a pipe, and then, with the pipe clenched between his teeth, he walked home, carrying Edward atop his left shoulder, as if he were a conquering hero. The fisherman balanced him there, placing the calloused hand at Edward's back. He talked to him in a soft, low voice as they walked. "I like you, Nellie. You'll like Nellie, you will," said the old man. "She's had her sadness, but she's an all right girl." Edward looked at the small town blanketed in dusk, a jumble of buildings huddled together, the ocean stretching out in front of it all, and he thought that he would like anything and anybody that was not at the bottom of the sea. "Hello, Lawrence," called a woman from the front of the shop. "What you got?" "Fresh catch," said the fisherman. "Fresh rabbit from the sea." He lifted his cap to the lady and kept walking. "There you are now," said the fisherman. He took the pipe out of his mouth and pointed with the stem of it at a star in the purpling sky. "There's your North Star right there. Don't ever have to be lost when you know where that fellow is." Edward considered the brightness of the small star. "Do they have names?" he wondered. "Listen to me," said the fisherman, talking to a toy. "Ah, well, here we are then." And with Edward still on his shoulder, the fisherman walked up to a stone-lined path and into a little green house. "Look here, Nellie," he said. "I've brought you something from sea." "I don't want nothing from the sea," came a voice. "Oh, now, don't be like that, Nell. Come and see, then." An old woman stepped out of the kitchen, wiping her hands on an apron. When she saw Edward, she dropped the apron and clapped her hands together and said, "Oh, Lawrence, you brung me a rabbit." "Direct from the sea," said Lawrence. He took Edward off his shoulder and stood him up on the floor and held onto his hand and made him take a deep bow in the direction of Nellie. "Oh," said Nellie, "here." She clapped her hands together again and Lawrence passed Edward to her. Nellie held the rabbit out in front of her and looked him over from tip to toe. She smiled. "Have you ever in your life seen anything so fine?" she said. "She's beautiful," breathed Nellie. Edward felt immediately that Nellie was a very disconcerting woman. "She's beautiful," breathed Nellie. For a moment Edward was confused. Was there some other object of beauty in the room? "What will I call her?" "Susanna," said Lawrence. "Just right," said Nellie. "Susanna." She looked deep into Edward's eyes. "First off, Susanna will need some clothes, won't she?" Uh-oh. I do not think Edward Tulane is going to feel very happy about being potentially thought to be a girl. So we'll have to wait and see what happens with that one. I wonder why the man liked Edward so much that he wants to bring him home and give him to, what we're assuming, his wife. So that's interesting. A couple of the questions I'll be looking at today will be around the vocabulary, I think, in that chapter, because there's some quite high-level vocabulary that you might need to use the words around it to help understand what that word means. So there's a little top tip for today's lesson. Okay, and that's it. A nice short one again today. Not keeping you listening to my voice for too long. So lucky you. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.